right, great news. The Browns made headlines last night, and it wasn't due to them losing a game. It was actually due to Myles Garrett going out there, pulling the steel chair out on young Mason Rudolph. And it's quite interesting to see how this is going to turn out, because let's be real here. You like the Browns, you like the Steelers. Mason Rudolph instigated this. Myles Garrett sacked Mason Rudolph. He didn't like the way he was sacked. He probably didn't like the way that the Steelers had a total of a whole 7 points last night. Let's be honest, what he really didn't like here. But he wasn't happy about it. He got up in Myles Garrett's face. They tried to pull each other away, and he continued to get up in his face. And then he proceeded to take a helmet to the side of the head for Myles Garrett. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen something like this in football, where a guy gets tackled and, the player's not happy about the way he got tackled. He gets something to the other guy's face. He instigates, there's pushing, there's shoving. But what's different about this one is he was pushing and he was shoving and ended up taking a helmet to the side of the head where he was not wearing a helmet himself. In a world of CTE, in a world of how serious the NFL is about headshots these days, you can't do that. There is zero excuse. Even though we're seeing him saying, well, Mason Rudolph instigated the fight. You're absolutely right, Mason Rudolph instigated the fight. That does not give you the right to go out there and hit him upside the head with a helmet. That's like getting hit with a pitch as a baseball player and charging them out of the baseball bat in your hand and winging it up against the side of the player or pitcher's head. It just doesn't work like that. From a suspension standpoint, I'd be surprised if Rudolph gets something here. Now, Pouncey, props to the guy for going up there and punching Garrett in the side of the head like that was, like a great idea. That's like going up and trying to punch a cow. Yeah, let's go up there with your bare hands and punch a guy in the side of his helmet. That's a great idea. Nonetheless, good for him for standing up for his teammate, but he's going to get a suspension for that. There's no doubt about it. Myles Garrett's an interesting one here. Myles Garrett, the Browns 4-6, as bad as they are, 4-6, as bad as it sounds, starting 2-6, whatever, 4-6. They play the Bengals twice, they play the Dolphins, and they play the Cardinals in 4 of their last 6 games. 2 more division games as well. I mean, granted, the Ravens are probably going to pull away with it. They still have a very good chance of making playoffs. Even at 4-6, you consider that's 4 very winnable games. They take 1 or 2 of the other ones. You're talking 9-7, 10-6. A suspension to a guy like Myles Garrett and how long it's going to be to a guy that is a centerpiece of that defense is going to be huge. You can see the argument pretty much anywhere. He's been fined previously before. When you've had guys with previous suspensions, it tends to mount up a little bit more. You question where it is. Being the Vontaze Burfict Bengals fan that I am, you realize like 4 games, that's been the quota for dirty plays. But even in the career of Vontaze Burfict, I've never seen him walk up to a guy and bash him upside the head with a helmet. It's going to be key, though, that game. He gets 5 games. You're talking he's going to be missing that Ravens game come week 16. He misses 4 games, and he appeals and misses or plays the Dolphins game. That's the thing there. You go out there and you appeal it, and they play an extra game. You extend that to that Ravens game. That's going to be a big game for these Browns. That Ravens-Browns game coming in there at week 16. Who cares about the Bengals? We already know they're going to lose in week 17, but oh, that's a big one. That is a big one, and it's Myles Garrett. At the end of the day, you got to take responsibility for your actions here. Mason Rudolph instigated it. The guy went out there. He tried to rip your helmet off. Congratulations, but you have to show the wherewithal to understand it. You just don't go out there and hit somebody inside of the helmet. You want to go out there and throw a right hook or something? Be my guest. You don't take the helmet and use it as a weapon, period. You're at fault here. We'll see how this goes.